Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing my weekly review. This is where I go over all my trades for the week, talk a little bit about them, what made me put them on. And I just realized that this is actually my 20th video doing this, so I've been running YouTube for 20 weeks now, so that's a pretty cool milestone. So first off, like we always start off with, is the daily P&Ls, and as you can see, I had a very red week this week. Monday down 1,000, Tuesday 2,000, another 2,000 between Wednesday and Thursday. Friday we finished green, but overall you could tell the portfolio's down because that's a lot of red to make up. I still have a lot of BABA exposure because of those zebras, and basically China determines if I go up or down on the day. The progress report review, as you can see, lost another 4,600 in my net lick. I think this number is actually wrong. I need to make sure that gets updated. I think it's more like 60,000 now at this point. Premium for September is negative 3K, and that's because I decided to manage one of my zebras again. So I locked in a pretty big loss to reposition it, and I'll go over that in just a second. So this week's trades. If you guys watched my video about me doing my homework or my research that I put out last weekend, you can see the first three trades I have on here are from that video. And in fact, from that video, if you did put on all these trades and you closed them out on Friday, you would put up 129 bucks if you followed what I was shopping for. Now, obviously, I only got into 3 of those trades. I couldn't get fills on a couple of those, so who knows what your actual P&L would be. But it's just nice to see that even though those are longer term trades, they're mostly up, in the profit right now. So first off, on Monday, I sold the CCL 18 puts for 31 cents. I think that's up a little bit. I did sell the Clorox 160 puts. I think Clorox has dipped, so this might actually be in the red right now, but Clorox 160 put, I think it's fine, and we have until 10/22 for it to move back up, so no worries there. I did put the Tesla bear call on, which out of all the trades, I thought was the least likely that I put on, and here it is. It's alive and kicking. I think that one's actually down like $8 or something like that. Just has to wait for a theta to start kicking in. Tesla actually moved up since I put this trade on, so the theta has canceled out the price move against it, so that's kind of neat. I have the 11 puts that were expiring this week on Wish. I closed those out for a loss, rolled them out until October 8th for a small credit. So just another time that you see me do a roll. The Baba Zebras, this was down to 17 days remaining until it expired, so I decided to close it and reposition it. I was able to put on the same amount of contracts for less money than it took to close it. So even though I realized loss, I actually reduced risk by readjusting, so that's kind of weird how that worked out. I guess we'll call that one a small win? Shrug. Because if you know, like I sold these for 23.64, but then I rebought back the same position to get the same P&L going for less by double the length and time that I had left on the contracts for Baba to go up. So that was just kind of one of those weird ones where the math just worked out in my favor, I guess. Virgin Galactic, I had these puts expiring on Friday, but decided to close them out on the 16th because it only cost me $2 contract to do it, so might as well lock that in case Virgin Galactic decided to dump on Friday. Zoom got down to like 274 or 273, and so I decided to put on a new Zoom play. Decided to play a little safer than I normally do and jumped down to the 230 level. Collected $225 for doing that. So I think that's going to be a safe one. There's just let theta burn on. Over here, I did my, the risk reversal option here. I've been calling it the homeless options. I actually made a video that came out yesterday. I'll put a link up here that kind of talks about what this is. But it's a neat little kind of like a lotto play that has a high chance of winning a small amount, but like a 15% chance of hitting like a home run. It's kind of a neat trade. It only costs $1.26 in commission. Interesting. And then on Friday, I decided to be naughty and add GameStop jumped up to like 210 or 212. and it showed weakness. I was going to go back down. IV was still like insanely high, so I sold some call spreads against it, and then closed those out like 10 minutes later to lock in a $46 gain. I mean, not a huge gain. Max loss would have been $3,000 because it's a 10 wide spread. So I sold the 220, I bought the 230. That's $1,000 risk per contract, and I did 3. So it was a small, aggressive play there. Paid off. Had I waited like another 10 minutes, I could have closed this for 20 cents. It would have made another $13 per contract, but it is what it is. Small gain on a very red week. Like, I won't even notice that in the net lick, truth be told. So I had nothing else set to expire because I closed my Virgin Galactic and my Wish out earlier in the week, so nothing was set to expire today. Realized total is almost negative 4K. Here's the trades that were from that research video. That was like these. This is my shopping list, and I did put on the Clorox, the CCL, and the Tesla out of all these. Over here, you can just kind of see most of those, are in a profit point right now, even though most of them go out until like 10/22, so plenty of time for Theta to kick in. Just kind of neat to see that mostly they're all up already, so kind of cool. This is that my my log where I show all my stuff. You could pause the video and take a look at all this. And then here's my current positions. Not too much has changed. Down here, you can see we repositioned the BABA Zebra, so now those have 34 days instead of being at 13 right now. Next week, we'll see what happens with this next Netflix Zebra. At one point, this was up about $1,000, and I was tempted to close it out, but I didn't. So now we got 2 more weeks to see if Netflix goes down. Theoretically, every dollar it's below $5.90, I should be up $100, depending on the fills. So we'll see how that plays out. The bear calls are doing pretty good for Netflix. Here's the Tesla bear call. Tesla just makes me nervous, and here I am doing a monthly contract on it. Can't wait to get that closed. Looking up here, we have a Wish call that is at 80%. I'm like debating about closing it out for $3 each and leaving the shares uncapped. At the same time, I kind of don't think it's going to get to 10.5 in 13 days. So I might as well collect that extra $3 or $60 total because there's 20 contracts. Those are covered calls, and if Wish did go up past those, I'd be happy letting these shares go at that price just to be out of the position. So I might actually just let that one sit there and bleed, even though it's only $3 for 2 weeks. Pretty low, but it is what it is. A lot of stuff coming up or profitable here. Here's the Wish position that we rolled. Usually I roll for like 30 or 45 days, but in this case I was able to roll for 20, so I'll give a quick chance to get out in case Wish does pop, but who knows. Yeah, I think the rest of this pretty much speaks for itself. Here you have, again, another Chinese stock that I'm losing stuff on. Alright, so I think that wraps up this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. I usually respond to them. I hope you guys had better weeks than me. And good luck next week, guys. Enjoy the weekend.
If you're liking this content, go ahead and click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you stay up to date on any videos I put out.